Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the West Ham Network for our first Matchday Live of the season. Even though we did take on Aston Villa last week, I was away in sunny Spain. But I am back bringing you the first Matchday Live of the 24-25 season. As you can see, we've got the team news rolling along the bottom, and I can see many a West Ham fan are not happy at all. So what do you think? Put it in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Let's address the team news before we start getting into the chat. Areola maintains his position as the number one keeper for West Ham. Understandably, now, if anyone watched my Predicted 11 show earlier on, they would have noticed that I put some wholesale changes in, but it looks like I know nothing about football, and it looks like you know nothing about football if you are watching live on the West Ham Network, because Lopetegui has stuck with the same team that he put out against Aston Villa, and he has gone with the old guard as well. As Vladimir Coufal maintains his position at full back, which I don't agree with. I'm surprised, and I want to be surprised by the manager. I want people to prove me wrong. I want Lopetegui to prove me wrong. I want Coufal to prove me wrong. But I thought this would have been a Wan-Bissaka opportunity. Absolutely. Mavropanos comes into the team. He goes in the middle of the park with Kilman. I feel like the same. I think, why is Todibo not starting? Maybe he just wants to bet him in. I don't know. I don't really understand it myself, to be honest, but it's going to be a case of maybe we're not the manager, they're the manager, and maybe they're going to prove us wrong. Who knows? Emerson, though, he does come in and stay in at the left back position. In the midfield, it's unchanged again. Rodriguez, whom, to be honest with you, I did expect to start in this game alongside Paquetá, even though Alvarez, which is fantastic that he has made the West Ham bench, he is not going to be starting today. So I expected that decision. The one player I did not expect to see in this team was Thomas Souček, but he is there again, starting for the West Ham starting 11. Our forward three, of course, Jared Bowen, playing there out on the right-hand side, Kudus out on the left with Antonio leading the line, which I thought Füllkrug would have been the starting 11. On the bench, we have Fabianski, Wan-Bissaka, Todibo, Creswell, Ward-Prowse, Alvarez, Somerville, Füllkrug, and Ings. So we have a squad depth strength where absolutely. Let's get into the Crystal Palace starting 11 right now. Henderson is in goal. Munez, Richards, Riyad Ghi starts in as a captain for Crystal Palace. Mitchell, Wharton, Lerma, Edouard, Mateta, and Eze. We do need to watch their attacking threats. We absolutely know they are capable of doing a job on the day. Obviously, they've lost the lease in the summer. They're lost Anderson as well. He doesn't play. We thought that their captain would be leaving, but he is currently staying for them as well. So it's a tough place for West Ham to travel. It is, but it is what it is. Now, I understand the frustrations. I do. I get it, because I feel a little bit frustrated at the team selection. But again, I don't know how else to explain it. It's there must be a bigger picture here. It's all new to us. So I'm intrigued to see what his mindset is. I'm intrigued to see why Vladimir Coufal deserves to start. I'm intrigued to see why Mavropanos deserves to start. I'm intrigued to see why Tommy Souček and even Antonio deserve to start. I think those four players I would rather on the bench than anyone else on the bench as well. So we do have options coming off the bench. That's the only positive compared to normal. But yeah, I'm surprised as what you are as well. Let me jump into the chat and see what everybody is saying. Manager no better than Moyes. Gary Cray, he won't be here long waiting. Our players mind-boggling team from Fred Flintstone would be better with under 21s. Own up, who wasn't careful for what they wished for. Oh no, here we go. Didn't work last week, so Foul should be benched for our Wan-Bissaka, and Füllkrug needs a start. Before I carry on, could you do me a favour? That kind of 7-8 minute intro video, did you like it? Did you like the kind of lead up to us starting the Matchday Live? Please let us know if you did. And we can keep that coming for the Matchday Lives as we move forward. Replace Moyes with Moyes. What a pillock this new guy is. Clearly done no homework on this squad. Oi, oi, Hammer Loys. Good to see you, Kerry. Thank you for joining us. Happy Amaret. Not impressed with the same lineup. Lope has to win today to justify the team selection. On a brighter note, Alvarez is on the bench. Wow, he is. Michael says, I'd expect a change or two, but the same starting 11 makes me, absolutely. Man United did lose. Brighton, top of the league. Danny Welbeck, top goal scorer in the league, I believe. 2 goals already in 2 games. It must be a master plan to bring out the big guns against Bournemouth in that 2 Bob Cup next week, which it wouldn't make sense to me, to be honest. I don't understand the method behind the madness, but hey-ho. I'm a bit sad with that lineup too. Happy. Can anyone in the chat tell me what Soufal did to keep his place? No, I don't think anybody really knows, to be honest with you, mate. Definitely big defeat, the same lineup. What a joke. Give up. Wanted to see at least for Krug start the supply line. Hope he makes earlier subs in the 73rd minute today. Hi, everyone. Happy with the lineup. Mandy G. Obviously, I don't think they are. Mavro and Kilman did well last time. No way he drops either. And maybe Bissaka isn't ready. I need to give the benefit of the doubt, Mandy. I have to. He's new. It's a new system. It's a new place, you know. But I just feel like this would have been a good game. I do think that Palace are a good team, but they have lost a couple of their, they've lost Elise, which is a massive threat. I think Mateta is one of the most informed players right now, especially coming out of the Olympics, scoring goals for France, let alone the Premier League. So he's going to be a dangerous threat. We all know what Ezzy's capable of doing on his day as well. And this is the concern. Ezzy's going to tear Soufal. That's the problem. That is the biggest problem we're going to have. Tom says, just as I feared, we're getting the Spanish boys unless we ditch these useless. Antonio, we're going to bottom the league weeks on end. We'd all like to see a different lineup. In fairness, it's only match day 2. It'll come from Ant. Nice to see AWB smiling. Absolutely, it is. Kim says we're losing today. Well, let's hope we're not. Loppy and Moyes, disguise, Zuma, Corney still have a chance at West Ham United now, in my opinion. Well, based upon, I suppose you could say the team lineup, possibly. Michael Blaze says it's okay. We have squad rotation. That's lineups. Shit, what the fuck is going on with Moyes? Arts model, Dockyard, utter crap lineup, same as last week. How can you play the same starting 11? I said it last week when lineup was announced, vulnerable, under pressure, we will collapse. Zumi and Corner laugh out loud. We lose and it's the manager's fault. Can't believe it's the same team as last week from James. We don't need Solar. We have JWP and Suchek. A half-ready AWB would be better than Soufal's performance last week. That's the only thing that can maybe... Again, no, I don't know why he would be in the squad if he's not 100% ready. I don't know. I find it interesting. It could be to do with just wanting to get them up to scratch. It could be. It could literally be. Should have made 1 or 2 changes after last week's result. He starts for sure, everyone. Ladies and gents, good to see you, James. Can't see anyone being impressed with today's lineup. No, I cannot either. I refuse to believe the new recruits are not fit and ready. This is all very strange. It's like Groundhog Day. Stephen says this lineup has pissed me off and the ball hasn't even been kicked yet. George says, love to be proved wrong, but looks like another dinosaur choice as manager when we are going to learn to go for a progressive manager who is younger. Lineup baffled from James. Michael says the only ones not to impress so far from the new signings are Guido and Fulkrug. Is Moyes still picking this team? Michael says, please, Loppy, don't let Anton go through another season like last. I cannot take that, Lopetegui, so do not let that do happen. David Sher is saying that lineup. I know, can't believe the critics on Loppy here. Give the man a break. Yeah, surprising lineup, but we didn't know why he's choosing the team. I bet there's some plan here. Give him a chance. I do think that as well. Listen, I'd be crazy to say that I was a little bit disgruntled that we are not having a different team, but I certainly ain't going to judge this game over yet by a million miles. Lineup is not good. Where are all the new players? Gary Cray says, no excuses today. We lose this game down to the manager. We have to give it a chance, though. Do the shares. Michael, Craig hasn't even been on the pitch with Bone and Pax yet. He's only played 17 nearly minutes with no supply line. Got to give him a chance. Was expecting at least IAWB to start. I know Happy, but that's why we aren't impressed. Loppe has lost his mind. Then as a Moist team, this is so embarrassing from Kim. Forget JLo. It's Loopy Loop. Happy, I'm right. Oh God, man, we've just gave up on this game, haven't we? If you look at this chat, we've just gave up on this game. A back three wouldn't be so much better. Mavs, Lido, and Kilman. Izzy from Alan will rip Soufal a new one. Can't believe Loppe has been so stupid playing last season's failures. Kim is saying he's going to get married today. Someone please get... Oh, God. Why buy 8 players and carry on with Suchek and Soufal? Why go shopping in Harrods Food Hall and serve up the date crap from last week? Second defeat incoming from Five Hammers. Loppe is a plank. Morning from Lexington. I thought we would see a few changes. Anuj says, can't understand this. And Orm Sport and Lisbon have won their first 3 games. Yeah, I think but let's go back to Amorim. It looks like he used West Ham, but it didn't work out in his favour in the end. Soufal, we run ragged today. I don't want to win now. Otherwise, he'll keep picking the garbage. Reg, come on, mate. Come on. Am I mad, or is he giving these players a run so they can be in the shop window, or this could be the only explanation to use them against after last week? The new players could easily come into the start. It's a valid point, but I think it's a bit of a crazy point, unless we are in a desperate situation. Why persist with a midfield that can't run, can't tackle, and can't pass? Sufal will end up being subbed off early. He will be torn a new one again. Hope you're all well. Chris is saying if we're trying to sell players, then maybe he is playing them to get over the teams looking at them to buy. Good to see you. Hi, Larry. Your barbecue has more changes than West Ham United. Thumbs up for you. Set up for a loss from a news. CM says, I thought it was only Moyes who thought players weren't Premier League ready. Our worst passer is playing as a 10. Anthos, what did he like about these players' performances last week? Good question. Gary Craig care about Prem, not the Bob Cup game. Ray says he is totally confused. David McIntosh is saying Palace defence, biggest challenge today, pinning the tail on the donkey. Five Hammer says, not surprised by the lineup. Lopi isn't the coach. Some think he is. David Harris says, shocking lineup. Absolutely shocking. Lopetegui will not be given the grace period we were all willing to give him in the position. This crazy man of Sefal over Wan-Bissaka is mental. Well, Doyle, I can't understand why anybody would play the same players that struggled so much last season. If we lose today, I think we will, then Man City next. So good chance to be bottom of the league from Ray. We have certainly gone lopsided. Adrian says, if these players are in the shop window, the big flaw in the plan is that they play crap. And interestingly, I think that maybe the tactics, you start to think about it, maybe the tactics says, I know we made substitutions a little bit later, maybe we make them a lot earlier. And if that happens, then the plan is that he wants to bid them into the Premier League. Therefore, if he does make them earlier, depending on the results or the scoreline, then I do believe that we'll start to see the major transition. I thought we'd see the transition today, but obviously not. Where are we in the comments? I can't understand why anyone would play some of the players that struggled so much last season. If we lose today, I think we will. We've done that one. We have certainly gone lopsided. If these are in the shop window, big flaw, yeah. I wanted to give us 5-6 games at the start of the window settled to see Lope's best side, but now we're here and I want it now. What's happening on the bench there? I'm just confused. Are we saying players just to bench them? It looks like so we are. Is he really going with this lineup? He really is. Yes, he is. So for anyone that's just joining us, this is the West Ham starting 11 for you. In goal, Areola, and then he's gone with the old guard. He's kept the same team he played against Aston Villa. We are away. We are wearing our third strip away from home. Areola is in goal. Sefal, Mavropanos, Kilman, and Emerson, they make up the back four for West Ham. Rodriguez, Paqueta, Soucek make up that midfield three. And then going forward, we've got Bowen, Kudus, and Antonio. On the bench, we do have Fabianski, Wan-Bissaka, new player, Todibo, new player, Creswell, Ward-Prowse, Alvarez is back for the first time this season, Somerville, new player, Fulkrug, new player, and Danny Ings as well. The Crystal Palace starting lineup, for anyone that's just joining me, is as follows: Henderson, Munoz, Richards, Riyad Gueye, who's captain, Mitchell, Wharton, Lerma, Edouard, Mateta, Eze, and on their bench they've got Johnston, Ward, Holding, Klein, Sloop, Kamada, Sarr, Decor, and Amanda. And I mean, one of their players that we do know well from Frankfurt Gate days is Kamada. He's a dangerous player who can come on and make a big difference and a change for Crystal Palace as well. So while we are here, put your score predictions in the chat just now. Keep those comments coming in and let me know all of your predictions as we have asked for. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm as concerned as anybody else would be with this team selection. I think we had an opportunity. We have an opportunity. And my only thinking is, I mean, at the end of the day, we are punters. We are West Ham fans. We love the club as fans. We're not a football coach. And there's obviously method amongst the madness. And as I think Happy said in the chat, he needs to prove us and everyone wrong as to why he has chose the team he has. What we do know is we have a strong bench, so we can make a difference off of that. But we just need to be in this game before we do make those subs. What we can't do is be out of the game early on in the first half. We need to keep the momentum up. Now, I'm looking at fans in the stands at Selhurst Park, and they do not look happy. So let's just hope that we can somehow bring a little bit of joy on. Listen, some positives are, we know, coming away from Antonio, we know we can put the ball into the back of the net, even with Antonio, and that's what we need to do today. We need to put that ball into the back of the net nice and early, and try and go with some form of attack-minded mindset. We all know the way that Lopetegui lines up, but yeah, I think we're going to have to somehow keep the faith, keep the positivity. I know it's tough. I understand that, but I don't know what else you want me to say, because I certainly am not going to just give up on the spot. Keep your predictions coming in, please, as we go through the chat, just to give you some more pictures live from the Selhurst Park outside of there as well. So you just can give me 2 seconds. There's a picture of inside the changing rooms. There's Vlad on Selhurst Park, is waiting for the teams to come out. They're lining up, getting an opportunity. And I tell you what these players need to do is step up. The old guard. I'm not talking about the new players. The old guard need to step up today. 100%. Sufal, Mavropanos, Souček, Antonio. You know what? You're in this team, and I don't know how you are in this team, but you are in this team, and because you are in this team, you now need to prove why Lopetegui has chosen you. And I think there's no other questions about it. And for me, this is your last chance to prove you've still got a career at West Ham. People might think that's a big statement for me to make so early on in the season, but it's so true, because they've not been performing last season, and to be given that opportunity, there's no way you can have a bog standard game today and be chosen for next week. There is no physical way that can happen. Let me jump into the comments. On a positive note, the youngsters were impressive last night. I tell you what, man. What's hilarious is that, or not hilarious, but I thought that that losing losing Mabama was going to be a massive problem for West Ham. But I think West Ham obviously did try to keep him. But what we've obviously got is another player who is stepping up to the mark, and his name is Ajala. He looks like he's the business. I don't know if any of you have seen his goals last night, but one of them was unbelievable. He looks like he's got strength. He's got ability. He looks like he knows how to put the ball in the back of the net. So he is quite an exciting prospect for the future. I have a feeling Paqueta is going to have a great game today. I do as well. Listen, every time he's on the park, I've got a buzz. I'm not ruling him out either, and I'm not ruling this team out. I'm just disappointed by the team selection, but I'm going to stay positive. Sufal, first yellow card, can see it coming. Palace were crapping themselves to the lineups, came out. I think J-Lo wants a job with Talksport 2. Fife Hammers say, was looking forward to the game, as I thought Sufal and Antonio at least would have been replaced. 2-2, Desmond from Ethan, 2-1 from Asman to West Ham, 2-0 Palace. Early goal for them in 86 minutes from Michael Blees. Ray says 2-1 to Palace from Ray. Eugene says 1-0. Was 1-1, now thinking 2-1 loss. James Lampu says 2-1 West Ham. Frank says 2-1 West Ham. James says 3-1 West Ham. Anush says 2-2. Mr. Vard says, I can't even predict. Gary Cray says 3-0 Palace. That's shit defence. 3-1 Palace from Fife. Kevin O'Neill, don't know who that is to, but let's just say it's West Ham. Ari Action is saying 4-0 West Ham. Chris Locke says 3-1 West Ham, but now it's going to be a hard game. Good afternoon, peeps. A real frame. Good to see you. Stephen Langham, 2-1 Palace. James Sohanapi, 3-0 to them. 4-1 Palace. Don't like that lineup, but he's not the only one. Maybe he sees something we don't, so hope so. Absolutely crazy. Antonio Cefal, potato salad head starting again, and Moyes running the club. Well, man, that lineup is rubbish. I don't agree with our fans booing our players when they come out, who want them to play with the best mindset possible. They don't pick themselves. As for the strong bench we have, but the time will come in, but everything is spoiled already. Hey, Haparim Hamiret. I'll take the same score as on the 21s. 10-0 to West Ham from CM. Awari Eze will be up against Cefal. He will get slaughtered. How are you watching it? Yeah, I'll let everyone else tell you that. What will the hell disappointed that at least one new player is not included? West Ham 2-1 from RP. Now we are getting ready for kickoff. I will be slightly delayed. Sorry, 2 seconds. I will have a slight delay. So if you are watching the game, you can press pause and you can catch up with me once the game has kicked off. The players are in the middle of the park. They're shaking hands. We're getting ready for kickoff. So let me just get this set up. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one we want. Now, the game hasn't kicked off yet. So just bear with me right now. Nice. 2 seconds, everyone. The game hasn't kicked off. Right, so I'm just waiting for kickoff now. Tell me if you've kicked off, if you're watching. Right, we are waiting just for the referee to click that little cheeky button. Not waiting for the referee to click the button. We're waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. As we are about to kick off. West Ham kicking off. Blow the whistle, ref. And here we are. Straight with Mavropanos. Drive forward, punt the ball forward. But Crystal Palace intercept. West Ham regain the ball possession. Smash the ball forward for Antonio to chase. He has kept it in. Down the far side. Ball punted forward from Crystal Palace. They've got the ball with Eze. Eze plays the ball into Mateta, but it does go out for a West Ham throw in. West Ham have got the ball with the back line there. Max Kilman gets the ball on the left-hand side of the centre-back pairings. He holds on to it. He's looking for someone to come in and collect it. Paquetas drops in deep. Plays it back into Max. Max drives forward with the ball, holds on to it. Sprays the ball far right. Good ball over. Cefal heads the ball into the path of Bowen. Cefal's going ahead of Bowen. Bowen drives forward on the right-hand side. Paquetas in there waiting for it, but doesn't get it. West Ham have regained possession, though. Ball sprayed over to Max Kilman. Kilman goes over to the left with Emerson. Emerson holds on to it. Kilman goes over. Kudus drops in. Heavy touch. And Crystal Palace regain possession. Wharton regained possession. But West Ham have got the ball with Cefal. Tries to play the ball through for Bowen. As he drops in deep and concedes, gets the ball back for Crystal Palace. Ball punted forward from Palace. Areola's pumped out of his 18-yard box and he clears the ball into the path of Paquetá, but there was an offside there for Crystal Palace from Muniz. They've got Mavropanos on the ball. The ball's there with Rodriguez. Sprays the ball over to the left-hand side to Emerson. Paquetá drops in. He collects the ball from Emerson, plays it back to Emerson. It goes 1-2. Nice play between him and Paquetá. Rodriguez drops in there. He collects the ball for West Ham in a deep centre-back position. Max Keelman on the left-hand side. Plays it over to Paquetá down the left-hand side. He drives forward. He looks for the gap. Ball chested forward from, is that Bowen? Oh, shot from distance, is it? No, it's not. It's blocked. Big shot. Takes a big deflection. Is it gone out for a corner? It has. Rodriguez shoots from distance. And the referee, yeah, it looks like it is a corner. It is a corner from West Ham. It's a good start, good bit of possession. Bowen comes over the far side to come and collect the ball. He's not playing. He's not playing. All right. Bowen with the corner, all the big men up. And an outswinger. Onto the head of back post. Antonio. The ball gets headed onto Antonio's head, who's literally a couple of yards out. I want to see the replay of this because I don't know how easy this is. Antonio should put that in the back of the net. Antonio should put that in the back of the net. That's your chance. He has headed that wide from about 2 yards out. He's unmarked. He's unmarked. He's completely unmarked. Back post. Antonio needs to put that into the back of the net. Ball played wide from Crystal Palace. West Ham regain possession again. West Ham should have put that in the back of the net with Antonio with a great chance at the back post from the head. West Ham with the throw in on the halfway line. And it's gone forward from Paquetá, up over the top, cleared from Crystal Palace. Ball goes out, West Ham throw in again. Ball forward, Rodriguez, Bowen wins it, tries to find Antonio, intercepted, but Paquetá comes on to second ball, tries to play the ball through, but it's cleared from Crystal Palace. Eze got onto it. I would say Soufal's done enough, and Rodriguez has brought the ball back for West Ham again. Mavropanos back into Keelman. Keelman plays the ball into Rodriguez again, comes look for the ball. He sprays the ball out wide right to Soufal. Soufal drives forward past Eze. He's fouled, and it's a West Ham free kick just over the halfway line. West Ham have got the ball again with Rodriguez. Oh, he's kind of caught out of possession. Thank you. Ball, and West Ham have regained it again, though, with Paquetá in the middle of the park. He plays the ball over to Keelman. Mavropanos again. Oh, he's given the ball directly into the path of the Crystal Palace player. Plays the ball up over the top for Eze. He goes early to Mateta. Mateta on the edge of the box finds Eze. Eze's unmarked from distance. Shot, deflection, just over the bar. I tell you what, that was a lack of concentration from Mavropanos. It's gone out for a corner, but something we've just literally given them the ball. It's a terrible ball from Mavropanos. It's a terrible ball from Mavropanos, straight into the path of Crystal Palace players. And Mateta's got the strength to be able to hold up the play and play the ball into the path of Eze. We've done well to defend that in the end. It's gone out for a corner. It was from Mavropanos, the deflection, but he's just handed the ball to them. Corner to Crystal Palace. Ball whipped in. Clear from West Ham. From Keelman. Shot from distance from Crystal Palace. Clear again from West Ham. Crystal Palace regain possession. Ball played through. Clear from Max Keelman. Bowen to chase. Crystal Palace clear. Rodriguez wins the header. Ball tries to get played through. Soufal's got plenty of time. Heads the ball into the path of Areola. Score heads on. That's what we need. Keelman. Paquetá drops deep. Plays it out to Mavropanos. I think they sense that Mavropanos is not comfortable on the ball. Which surprised me why he's been chosen for a Lopetegui team. Ball chested down from Tommy Soucek. Paquetá, heavy ball, plays the ball through for Antonio. He wins the ball, but it's kind of being cut loose. Edouard's going to chase it. Max Keelman's there. He's never going to lose that on pace. He plays the ball over to Areola. Max Keelman has done really well. Areola gets the ball and punts it forward, straight into the path of Crystal Palace. Last time regain possession. Tommy Soucek plays the ball forward. Antonio to chase. Antonio and Gahey. Oh, he's done really well against Antonio. But Kudus regains possession. He's not been involved in the game yet. Crystal Palace have got the ball. They're holding on to the ball. Let's do some football from Crystal Palace. The ball's knocked through. The ball's going over to wide left. Ball whipped in. Over the top. Cleared from West Ham. Bowen's got the ball deep in our half. Skips by a couple of players. But they've won the ball back. Wharton clears the ball and it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Last orange. Right. Safal with the throw-in. Paquetá. Big ball forward from West Ham. Header win from Crystal Palace. Souček regains possession. Ball switched over to Emerson. He's got time and space on the ball. He drives past the halfway line. Plays the ball into Kudus. Down left. Kudus drives. Tries to get by a player. And West Ham win a second corner of the game. 8 minutes gone. Crystal Palace now. West Ham now. If you're just new around here, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment if you can. Again, if you're watching and it's new, then please hit the subscribe button. We'll be live straight after the game with a Matchday highlights review show. As West Ham have got a decent amount of possession. We've had a clear-cut chance that Antonio headed wide from 2 yards out at the back post. Anyway, corner coming in. An outswinger from Bowen. Oh, a back post again! Is that Kilman that's headed the ball into the back post? And Antonio can't get his head connected to it. Let me have a look here. No one's marking Antonio. He's standing on the keeper. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I don't know what Crystal Palace marking are doing, but they are running big risks back there. There is an error. There's an area for us to take advantage of, but not being a DICK when I say what I'm about to say, but I think if Fulkrug's in those positions, they go in. I do. It's too... The second header didn't connect with Antonio's head. The first one did, but literally carbon copy of the first chance. It was a half chance. The first one was a good chance we should have put away. Ball forward from Crystal Palace. Kilman's there. Areola plays a heavy ball. God, Rodriguez does really well with the ball played at him. Plays the ball neatly into Emerson, who chips the ball up over the top. Gay reads it. Okay, he reads it, and the ball goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Emerson takes it early. He plays the ball back into the path of Maximilian Kilman. Mavropanos, Kilman, up to Emerson on the halfway line. Paquetá drops in deep, tries to play the ball, but loses it straight to Crystal Palace, who've regained possession. And they've got the ball, but Paquetá does win the ball back for West Ham, but it does go into the path deep in the Crystal Palace area. 10.5 minutes gone. Crystal Palace 0, West Ham 0. Gahey gets the ball. He plays it over to Raid, and West Ham gives the ball straight to Bowen. Bowen comes on the counter. Bowen puts it onto his left foot. 25 yards out. Plays it into the path. Souček out wide. Kudus. Heavy touch. Shot. Blocked. Kudus again. Oh, just goes wide. Oh, just goes wide. Riyadh from Crystal Palace is their weak link at the back. West Ham's weak link at the back so far in this game has been Mavropanos. But West Ham have had a clear-cut chance. It was a block shot first time from Kudus. It falls back into him again to his right foot. He smashes the ball low and it just goes wide of the post. Henderson with the ball from Crystal Palace. He plays the ball over to the right-hand side as Crystal Palace drive forward with the ball. Richards has got the ball. He plays it back into Gahey. Ball into Wharton. Punted forward. Nice touch there from Mavropanos into Rodriguez. Nice ball sprayed out to Bowen on the right-hand side. Safal's got an overlap and run. Bowen plays it over to him. Bowen was like literally man-marked by 3 players there. Mavropanos has got the ball again. He plays the ball over to the centre of the circle to Max Kilman. Max Kilman plays the ball wide left. Emerson. Kudus skips by 1 player. Drives back into West Ham's half. with Max Keelman. West Ham possessional. I mean, we've got all of the ball. West Ham controlling the game. Just need to do something with it, which is probably what we expect with a Lopetegui team. Munoz plays the ball all the way back. Lerma drops in. Plays the ball over again for Crystal Palace on the left-hand side. Ball played back into Gehi. He sprays the ball over to the right-hand side to Richards. Richards plays the ball into the path of Munoz. Palace panicking a little bit, tried to play the ball up over the top. Emerson's there. He's being challenged by Munoz, but Emerson has to clear and it goes out for a Crystal Palace throw-in. Edouard collects the ball halfway into the West Ham half. Finds its way back with Richards of Crystal Palace all the way back to Gehi. It's a heavy ball. Ball over to Riyadh. Back to Gehi. Richards for Crystal Palace. Ball on the line to Munoz. West Ham marking up quite well. Forcing Palace to play the ball in their own half. Just not allowing him. You can see Souček's tight. West Ham are tight against the men when they've keeper's got the ball. Soufal does well to win that header. And it stays in and Bowen's kept it in. He keeps a hold of it. He plays the ball back into the path of Mavropanos. Back in our defence. He turns, looks forward, nothing on. Goes for a big spray ball across the field for Emerson. Emerson chests it, keeps it in, does well, plays the ball back into the path of Max Keelman. Keelman holds on to it, plays the ball back into Emerson. He's got a little gap there in front of him, but doesn't. It goes up over the top for Antonio to chase. Richards does well, ball back with Gehi, heavy ball back to him in the middle of the 18-yard box. Eze drops in deep. Soufal's tight against him. Ball goes out to Matete. I don't know who that was. Who's that? Riyadh. It clears. Matete heads the ball down and it's cleared from Rodriguez. West Ham regain possession in the middle of the park with Paquetá. He's done well. Soufal's got the ball. Back over to Max Keelman. Maximilian Keelman gets the ball. Puts it in the path of Emerson, just coming over the halfway line. He doesn't. He keeps it in the West Ham half. Paquetá plays the ball back to Max Keelman. Plays the ball back to Mavropanos. 15 minutes gone. West Ham in complete control of the possessional stats anyway, if you're interested. Keelman plays the ball through to Rodriguez. Oh, it's a bit of not a great ball, but Emerson does get there. Keelman. Back to Areola. I don't think I've ever seen West Ham hold possession so much in my life. So many passes. I'd love to see the passing stats already. Areola. But we need to do something with it. That's the thing. Now they've pressed us and we've got the ball deep in our area with Areola as Crystal Palace presses. Mavropanos, who will panic now. Well, he hasn't. Plays it out to Soufal. He plays it back to Mavropanos. He's got to go big and hard. He does. Antonio drops in deep, collects the ball, calls for a foul but doesn't get it. Ball played through. Oh, here they come. Eze in a gap. Great save from Areola. That's just a slight problem there when we panicked. I think we overplayed the ball too much in our own half there. And then it forced Mavropanos to make a really crap ball forward. When he cleared that ball, he didn't clear it high. He cleared it quite low and it fell into the path of an interception from Crystal Palace. And then bang, one pass, Eze's in behind Soufal. Eze will be annoyed. He should have done better, but it's a great save from Areola. Yeah. Paquetá plays the ball into the path of Rodriguez. I think it's taken a touch off the Crystal Palace player and it's a West Ham throw just over the halfway line. Here's your hot chocolate. Freddie, you can close that door if you want. Antonio's got the ball from about 25. Oh, ball played over to the wide right. Falling to Souček. Crosses it in low. It's a save. Oh, Antonio! Blocked from the defender. It's going to fall into the path of West Ham again. Headed clear. Paquetá's going to try and get in front of the Edouard. Paquetá's won the possession. He's done really well. He holds off Edouard really well. Rodriguez. Cleared from Crystal Palace. Paquetá. Rodriguez tries to clear. He does. He intercepts and does really well. I'm okay with the first half so far. Disappointed we've not put the ball in the back of the net, if I'm being honest with you. A good block, though, from the Crystal Palace defender. Souček crosses the ball in low. It's a good save from the keeper who parries it out. Just into the path on the right-hand side to Antonio. He's done the right thing by taking a shot. It's a good block from the Crystal Palace defender. As Crystal Palace do have the ball. 17 minutes gone. Crystal Palace 0, West Ham 0. Max Keelman brings the ball down really well. Emerson back to Keelman. Keelman back into Areola. We don't want to be caught in that 18-yard box. exactly what's just happened there. Areolas had to panic. I think there's overplaying. I can see Lopetegui saying play it early, play it early, play it wide early, play it wide early, and that makes loads of sense because if you give them time on the ball, that's where they come in. But West Ham have done really well there. We've had 7 attempts at goal. They've had 3. They've had 1 on target. We've had none on target. But we've had 7 attempts at goal in 17 games, in 17 minutes. That's a different stat for us this year. Paquetá through the middle. He gets fouled. He's done well to win that foul, to be honest. It's a free kick. West Ham. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment in the chat. I am slightly behind if you are watching. This is my time. You can see it there. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment as well. We've got moderators in the chat, so please look after and make sure no one is dodgy. There's Jermaine Defoe in the crowd watching the game. Mark Bright. Emerson plays the ball forward for Antonio, who does well. Kudus is hardly involved in this game just now. Emerson, Kilman, ball back with Mavropanos. Again, they start to go tight as soon as Mavropanos gets that ball, but he's played it out wide to Sefao. Takes a couple of steps back, punts the ball forward. Bowen does really well to chest it down, and he's won the ball off of the player. Bowen turns, goes in early. Oh, it's cleared from Crystal Palace. I thought Souček's head was going right on that. Ball played forward. Now here they come. This is where they're dangerous. Mateta plays the ball into the path of Edwards. Kilman's there. Edwards taking it early, and it's gone wide. This game has got the potential to be a classic. It's pretty much end to end within reason. But West Ham had a half chance. Bang. Crystal Palace. Chance. Should have really put that in the back of the net. West Ham have got the ball back in our defence. So my only slight criticism so far, if I'm being really honest with you, is overplaying it at the back. So Ariel's got the ball now. It's back with Max Kilman. We're in the 18-yard box, and now they've started to press. We're still in the 18-yard box. Ariel's played wide. Sefao's chipped the ball forward with his head, but they've came in and intercepted it. Now they've got the ball down the left-hand side. Mateta plays the ball into Eze. Eze on the deep. Oh, low ball in, and it goes cross goal, cross everyone. But they have kept it in. Crystal Palace still do have the ball. Paquetá comes in, tries to put the pressure on. Kudus as well. Richards has got the ball for Crystal Palace. Ball's played through to Gehi. Now, Crystal Palace have a sense of belief in this game, and they're playing a little bit further forward, committing bodies forward. Eze up over the top. He gets the ball. Mavropanos has been awful. Souček comes sliding in, but the ball does get cleared, but I don't know what Mavropanos is doing. That's got to be straight away the first issue we've had. Souček has done well there to win the ball back for West Ham and then win a foul and a free kick for us. So what do you think so far? If you are watching, leave your comments in and let us know. So far, it's been an okay game, but you can see the defensive frailties, 1,000,000%. You can see where our issues are. And they are attacking Mavropanos and Sefao. They are. Rodriguez plays the ball back into Kilman. Mavropanos. He drives forward for West Ham slowly, nothing on. Plays it to Kilman as Edwards starts to put the pressure on. Back with Mavropanos. Paquetá does lose the ball, but West Ham regain possession again with Rodriguez. Ball over. Emerson back to Kilman. So I'm fine with West Ham holding possession, but not in our 18-yard box. Not in our 18-yard box. Ball punted forward from Mavropanos. Suchek wins the flick on header. No one's there. Ball back into the path of Ezzy's got the ball though. Ezzy's on the edge of the box. Edward. The balls are getting knocked around our defence quite easy. Now Crystal Palace are on the up. Crystal Palace are feeling the vibe. They've got a little bit of confidence. It's the second corner for Crystal Palace today. Corner. Ball whipped in. Cleared from West Ham. Ball back with ball back in, back post. Richards tries to get it, but it does go out for a West Ham goal kick. What do you all think so far? Ball played early from Areola out to Konstantinos Mavropanos. Still the best name in football to date. This time trying to get the ball up to Bowen, but Crystal Palace regain possession again. Mateta, ball flicked over to Eze. He's getting caught. Soufal's getting caught, as is Mavropanos. Paqueta comes back in there. Soufal tries to head it. Paqueta's done really good there to cover everyone's back, to be honest with you. Well, nothing really happened in the game just now. Oh, God. All over wide left hand side. Crystal Palace do have the ball. Deep in the West Ham half. Shot from distance. Goes well wide. Ball punted forward from West Ham. I was impressed with West Ham for maybe 7 minutes. Kilman wins the header. Paqueta, Emerson, sorry, drops in. There's the ball for West Ham. Kudus cannot get involved. So I'm already saying, yeah, it's fine holding possession, but we're not getting one of our best players involved in this game at all. So we need to get him involved. Kudus. Antonio's been null and void. Suchek's done all right. Soufal, he's getting caught out a lot. And I don't want to just be calling out the best players, you could say. Sorry, not the best players. The old guard. but I kind of am. Areola with the ball, punts the ball forward. Antonio holds on to it, but it's been intercepted there. West Ham regain possession again with Paquetá. Plays the ball into Emerson. Back to Paquetá. Ball cleared up the top. Bowen has Souček has fouled. Wharton, who I must admit is a real quality player. He's a real quality player. Just going quickly. Oh God, what's happened there? Bowen tries to win the ball back for West Ham, but he can't. And Henderson for Crystal Palace has got the ball. He punts the ball forward for them. Cleared from West Ham. Even the commentators are picking up on the fact that their Crystal Palace are getting down our right hand side where Soufal is. That's the Crystal Palace left hand side. We've got gaps. We're opening up gaps. I think Mavropanos and Soufal are struggling. It's going to be interesting because if you try to change that and you do a double substitution, then is that two things? Max Kilman plays the ball beautifully well for West Ham out of a dangerous area. Plays the ball over wide left hand side for Kudus. Plays the ball down to Emerson. We're not struggling down that left hand side, but we are struggling down that right hand side. Ball punts forward from Kilman up over the top. Can't make it into the path of Bowen, who tries to run in field, and Henderson comes and collects it. Wharton is a very, very good player. They are absolutely targeting Soufal. You can clearly see that. And it's really clear. Kudus tries to win the ball back from Richards. Yeah, I see Somerville. That'd be a good sign. Oh, West Ham are trying to latch onto a mistake from Crystal Palace, but we can't. It's cleared from them. Mavropanos comes up, wins the header. Ball played forward for West Ham. Jared Bowen latches onto it. He's got it ahead of their players. Crosses it in early. Kudus is there, but it's flicked away from Richards. He's done well. And Crystal Palace do come out with the ball. Edwards played a terrible ball. And then Emerson's latched onto something deep in their area. Kudus tries to get in front of their players. Richards has done well. Kudus cannot get involved. It's a great tackle there from Kilman. Kilman's having a very, very good game. Paquetá plays the ball through for Kudus, who's in a central position just now. There we go. West Ham driving forward with Mavropanos. Emerson's got the ball. Back into Paquetá, deep in the Crystal Palace half. He's marked by Edwards. Plays the ball into the middle to Rodriguez. He switches play over to Antonio, who's playing on the touchline. He's taking a heavy touch, but he's held on to it. He's done well. Plays the ball into Mavropanos. Play the easy ball, please, Mavo. He has. Kilman chips the ball up over the top for Antonio to chase. It's a decent ball for Antonio to chase. Antonio's gone down. He's not happy with the referee, and the referee's blown the whistle. West Ham trying to get possession back, but Crystal Palace still coming out on top with the ball. Ball over to the right-hand side. Edouard collects it. Ball's played infield. Wharton for Crystal Palace. Gahey to Lerma. Lerma on the ball for Crystal Palace. Plays the ball back. Back to Gahey. Back into Eze. He's playing in that deep role. Drop back into a centre-back position to come and collect the ball. Skips by one of our players. Rodriguez. Ball with Gahey. On ball forward from Mateta to chase. And it has gone too heavy, and it's gone out for a West Ham goal kick. Areola with the ball again for West Ham. Just on the edge of the 18-yard box. He punts the ball forward for Antonio to try and win it, but the Crystal Palace do win the header. Emerson's done well, but Wharton plays a neat ball into Mateta. Edouard made the run. I don't know how Mateta's found that ball through there. Do you know what? The ball has fallen into the path of Areola. I just don't trust Mavropanos. I'm so sorry, Konstantinos Mavropanos. I hate saying it, but I don't trust you. I'm sorry. I don't. I really don't. Tadibo, Wan-Bissaka, Fulkrug, Somerville. He's not going to make those 4 subs straight away. We all know that. Areola punts the ball. Ball switched over. Kudus collects it. Skips by one player. It's his first real time getting involved. Skips by another player. He's in the 18-yard box now. What a play. Ball get crossed over to no one's there. But he has had so much work to do. Sufal collects it. Goes long, but has it gone out? No, it hasn't. Keeper has kept it in, and it is with the Palace in possession. Kudus did do well, though, down the left-hand side. Come on, West Ham. Come on, you Irons. Come on, you Irons. Paquetá collects the ball for West Ham in the middle of the park. Kilman drives forward. He's quite confident on the ball, isn't he? Quite clever at getting forward as well. Emerson back into Rodriguez, who's covering for Kilman just now. Emerson drops into the centre back. He plays it over to Mavropanos. As he senses the fear, Mavropanos does do well to skip by him. Plays the ball early into Emerson in the centre back where Kilman would be. Kilman's currently playing as left back. Souček tries to win the header, fouls the Crystal Palace player and gives away a foul. So, yeah, the commentators picked up on a really valid point here, which is about how West Ham, they've got no one in the midfield coming showing for it. The only player trying to show for it is Paquetá. But the other players don't come and show for it, especially when we're going forward, and that's what we're really lacking. That's why I think we're wanting Kudus through the middle. We need to sacrifice that sacrifice Tommy Souček. But Crystal Palace have won the ball again. But what I will say to you is Wharton from Crystal Palace is an absolutely quality footballer. The young lad. He comes showing for it all the time. I can see him now working around that centre circle. Richards has got the ball. He plays the ball out wide left, right-hand side to Munoz. Kudus chases it on to Richards. Richards has done well, but Kudus is still there. He's nearly given the ball away, but Henderson has to come out and clear it away from Antonio. Kilman comes and wins the header, plays it into the path of Kudus. Brings the ball back into Emerson, who chips the ball forward. Antonio was in offside position, so he has to step forward, and Gahey gets the ball again. Play it out to Riyad. Gives it back to Gahey. Captain Crystal Palace. you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up. Of course, leave a comment. Please hit the subscribe button. Actually, if you are watching right now, hit the subscribe button. We do Matchday lives, Matchday reviews. We do match previews. We've got loads of ex-celebrity West Ham players, celebrity fans, West Ham players, current players that used to play for West Ham that play in other leagues. There's interviews with Joe Cole, Alessandro Diamante, Pedro Obiang, just to name a few. Ball switched over from Crystal Palace, but Munoz could not hold on to the ball. Paquetá drops in, collects it. He does well. Kudus skips by one player, skips by Wharton. Kudus drives now. Oh, he's done really well. Kudus, I do not. Oh my God. Kudus is unbelievable. He's won a foul for West Ham. Kudus literally must have just taken on 6 Crystal Palace players. He was knocked down about twice. He stayed on his feet. And finally, when he was fouled and the ball was taken off of him, skips by Wharton, drives forward, does a trick around Gahey. Wharton can't get the ball back off him. Muniz can't get the ball back off him. Then eventually someone just comes in and slide tackles him, feet up, Edouard, and West Ham win a free kick. That's, do you know what? Do you know where Kudus was there? Central. Come on, West Ham. Come on, you Irons! Ball goes early from Paquetá, free kick, back post. Bowen collects it on the edge of the 18 yards, skips by onto his left foot. Heavy touch. Wharton plays the ball in early. Oh, shot from distance. I don't know who that is, but it goes out for a goal kick from Soufal. Valid point. Valid point. Kilman clicks in, clicks the ball. Oh, great skill from Paquetá. Shot from distance! Oh, he collects the ball, chips it over the player, chests it down, knees it down, hits it on the volley. Chests it, clicks it over them, knees it down, hits it on the volley. If that had gone in, do you know who that would have reminded you of? Matt Le Tissier. I don't know how old you are if you're watching it, but if any of you have ever seen some classic Premier League goals, go back and look at Matt Le Tissier of Southampton, who scored some wonderful goals. Him and Tony Yeboah would battle it out for goal of the season. They would score some belters. And what Paquetá has done there was a very kind of either Tony Yeboah or a Matt Le Tissier style attempt. As he's collected the ball for Crystal Palace deep in the West Ham half. West Ham have intercepted it, done well with Bowen. He's chips the ball up over the top. He's still got it. He's been tripped up. West Ham should get a free kick here. The referee's allowed it to play on and it has gone out for a West Ham throw-in. Come on, you Irons. Come on, you Irons. Come on, you Irons. Paquetá punts the ball forward. Antonio holds on to it. Nothing happens there. Kudus drops in, wins the ball back for West Ham, but the referee gives a free kick. Don't say that's a free kick. Not just saying that. Don't say that's a free kick. Soft free kick. Soft. Soft referee, soft. Come on, West Ham. Come on, you Irons. Ball switched over for Palace. Into the head of Munoz. Edouard chips the ball into the middle of the park. Clear from Tommy Soucek. Wharton heads the ball down. Lerma. Riyad. He's got the ball. Plays the ball over to Wharton on the edge of the centre circle. Switches the ball over to Richards for Crystal Palace. Munoz on the right-hand side. Clicks the ball. Richards makes an overlap and run. Kudus is there, so is Emerson. Richards got the ball. Ball's played back into Gahey. He's far forward. Neat touch, though. Wharton. Heavy touch from Munoz. Gets the ball through to Wharton. Oh, he nearly gets the ball through, but Mateta does get onto the ball inside the West Ham 18-yard box. He's just driven out to the corner and has gone out for a Crystal Palace corner. Mateta has done well, won something from absolutely nothing. Oh, the Crystal Palace taking it early. Wharton on the edge of the box. Oh, it hits. Eze hits the bar. We've just lacked that concentration, and Eze has hit the crossbar and it's gone out. West just totally caught sleeping from that corner. They've taken it short. Wharton plays the ball onto the edge of the box to Eze, who hits it first time. What a curler of a shot, and hits the kind of under part of the bar, bounces down and goes out for West Ham. West Ham caught sleeping, but got away with that one there. Wharton, who's running the show for Crystal Palace, by the way, running the show for Crystal Palace. Eze's just dropped in the central, away from the right-hand side where he's causing so much bother down there for Sufal, and just on the edge of the box, just wiped a shot right off the crossbar. Ball up over the top. Edouard switched over to the left-hand side. He's got in behind Sufal. It's absolutely every single time Sufal's been caught out, terribly getting caught out. Ball over, switched over, and Arula comes out. Sufal is getting caught out all the time. All the time. Konstantinos Mavropanos caught out all the time. They are hitting most success down their left-hand side, down our right-hand side. But not just on the side, it's also on the central defender. Souček just goes in with his arms, wins the ball, loses the ball, sorry. There's a collision there between Souček and the referee has blown up. Just going to see this replay again. Do you know what? I would have said in the first 5, 6, 7 minutes, we've done all right. In the first 17 minutes, we had 7 attempts at goal. With a clear-cut chance at the back post from Antonio, should have put it away. Should have put it away. They've gone back into the game now. Crystal Palace are taking charge. West Ham win the ball back. Good. They've won the ball back in the middle of the park. Lerma is the ball through for Eze. It's kind of gone more central. Edwards tries to take a couple of touches. It's a great tackle from Mavropanos. Paquetá drops in. Richards is there. Paquetá uses his strength. He does really well to find Emerson. He skips by Wharton, skips by a second player, skips by a third player. Kudus down the left-hand side. Kudus holds on to it. Nothing on for him going forward. Good play from West Ham. Paquetá goes for a big switch. Can't make it to Bowen. It's headed into the path of Eze. Lerma. Oh, it's a free kick to Crystal Palace. Do you know what? See, if you're a neutral watching this game, it's actually been quite an okay game. But Crystal Palace are starting to control the game. And there you go. That is half time. That is half time. What's your thoughts? What is your thoughts? It's not been great. I can see struggles down that right-hand side. 1,000,000%. We are struggling down that right-hand side. We need to make those changes, in my opinion. I think Tadibo and Wan-Bissaka, that could be the immediate 2 subs because that's where they're getting most of the success in. Change that. I know you're all going to say change it quickly, do it easy. Yeah, and I agree with you. Kilman is having a very, very good game. But you change that situation, and then you give it 15, 20 minutes, and then you start to look at elsewhere, Somerville, Fulkrug, all that sort of stuff. So we'll just have to wait and see what he does decide to do. Listen, I'm going to go take a break. I will be back for the second half. If you are watching, please, there's loads of you watching. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Please, we're on the march towards 30,000 subscribers. It would be an amazing achievement if you could. There's a lot of you there. There's probably a lot of you that haven't subscribed to the channel already. Great back catalogue. So please do that. Talk amongst yourself. I will be here, but I'll be back for the second half, giving you the running commentary. We'll see you on the other side. I'm back. Back. No substitutions. No substitutions from either team. Kudus tries to latch onto the ball. Paquetá. Suchek. Kudus on the edge of the box. Emerson. Kilman. Rodriguez, sorry. Mavropanos. He's just giving a terrible ball to Paquetá. Honestly, Konstantinos is just giving such a shit ball. Do you know what I would rather? I would rather Dinos just fucking punt the ball forward all the time rather than try and play it. Play it sideways, never play the ball through. Kilman. Out left-hand side to Emerson. There's the ball into the path of Kudus. Holds on to it. He's got 3 men on him. Kudus plays the ball back to Kilman. It's back with Mavropanos. Switches over to Sifal. Kilman switches play. Sorry, Dinos switches play over to Emerson. Back to Kilman. Kilman does really well into the path of Emerson. Kudus skips by Richards. He's done so well. Kudus is a phenomenal footballer. Crosses it in, but it's blocked from Richards. And it's gone out for a West Ham corner. What football, what play that is from Kudus. Great footwork, just skips by the player, no problem at all. Did that take a deflection off of Kudus and actually go out for a goal kick? I think it did. It did. McGehee plays the ball out to Richards on the right hand side. Kudus starts to drive in at him. Richards does get the ball around him. Lerma back into Gehee. Riyad, sorry. Sufal just fouls Izzy. Come on, if you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. Ball switched over from Crystal Palace, far right hand side. Muniz to chase. Tries to keep it in from that has gone out for a West Ham goal kick. Not been a huge amount positive things. Fulkrug is just warming up there, getting his boots on. Toby's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Suchek plays the ball into Sufal. Ball switched over. Bowen forced to play the ball backwards. Intercepted from Eze. Mateta drops in there. Rodriguez does really well. West Ham do win ourselves a throw-in. Sufal goes early for Bowen. Bowen tries to get in and around. Can't get around the player and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Could not get around Riyad. Riyad does well to shadow the ball out and it's gone for a goal kick. My concern, Toby, about not making a substitution is that they're getting more luck down that right-hand side, and I think we need to shore up that defence a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot, to be honest with you, and that's where they're getting most of the luck. I know that probably wouldn't do the players' confidence any good, but I could see something happening sooner rather than later. Kilman has played really well for West Ham so far. Agatar drops the ball into Crystal Palace, but they've got the ball back, and Richards skips by Kilman. Wharton from Crystal Palace chips the ball up over the top from Mateta to Chase. Dinos comes over and clears the ball for West Ham, and it goes out for a Crystal Palace. Rowan, deep in the West Ham half. Wharton plays the ball forward, but West Ham intercept it with Rodriguez. He's fouled. Referee does blow the whistle. Nah, there's no way he won the ball there. Very obvious he didn't win the ball there. Come on, lads. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. Go on. Hit that subscribe button. Go on. Wan-Bissaka, Somerville, Todibo, all warming up on the sidelines, as is Fulkrug. Bowen does well, chests the ball down, tries to hit the ball with an overhead kick. Sufal just gets caught out of possession. Now Eze goes on the attack. Sufal's well out of position. Mateta, Eze, Edouard, central, shot from distance. Easy catch there from Areola. Nice little interlinking play there through the middle of the park from Crystal Palace. But Eze does well to get the ball off of Sufal. Areola, ball punted forward from him. Chest down from Antonio, good chest. Suchek out wide right to Bowen. They've got 2 or 3 players on him. Bowen goes low, right foot, cleared from Gehi. Deep in the Crystal Palace half. Suchek comes in, wins the ball back for West Ham, heads the ball into the path of Antonio. Antonio plays the ball early. Suchek shot over the bar. We get a corner. It's a block from Suchek shot. Antonio does well. Suchek does well. Shot from Suchek. Does that take a deflection? Yeah, it does. Gehi. West Ham corner. Come on, West Ham. Next swinger again from Bowen. Front post. Where is it? Who's got it? Dinos at the back post. Goes in low. Cleared from Crystal Palace. Sufal on the edge of the box. Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Sufal! Especially on your left bloody foot. Goes out for a goal kick. Oh. You know, the West Ham fans singing loud and proud. As per usual, good on you, West Ham lads. They've kept the ball in. Mavropanos has done well, defended it well, and cleared for West Ham, but they've won the ball back straight into Mateta. Mateta's a very, very good player. I was sceptical again when Crystal Palace signed him, but my word, he's just grown into the Premier League. Eze skipped by 2 or 3 of our players. We've won the ball back, though, fortunately, with Paquetá. Plays the ball into Suchek. Good football between West Ham there. Paquetá plays the ball out wide. Bowen holds on to it, still deep in the West Ham half. Good football there from Jared Bowen. Rodriguez drives forward. Suchek plays an absolutely terrible ball for Rodriguez. Rodriguez does foul the player. The referee hasn't gone up. Rodriguez drives forward. Antonio's got the ball down the right-hand side. He crosses it in the middle of the park to Kudus. Kudus gets it, drives forward, plays the ball into the path of Emerson, crosses it in low to no one. Paquetá tries to nip in there. Wharton collects the ball for Crystal Palace as they drive forward with Lerma. Antonio's going to foul him. Lerma stayed up with it as he's got the ball down the left-hand side. He smashes the ball. What a ball that is over to the far right-hand side. Crystal Palace have got the ball there. They've got someone at the back post. No one's marking him. Well, good interception there. That is from Emerson. Kudus has skipped by the Crystal Palace player from the defence, West Ham area. Can't even speak. He's got a heavy touch on the ball, though, and Crystal Palace do regain possession again. Wharton's got the ball for Crystal Palace. Sprays the ball into Eze through the middle. Skips by one of our players. Kilman's there. He collects the ball for West Ham and he drives forward. Ref! Lerma fouls him. He's going to get a yellow card for that. He's got to get a yellow card from that. It was Mavropanos, sorry. Yeah. Total professional foul there, because if he didn't, then West Ham were on the counter. Palace had committed so many bodies forward at that moment. So, great football from Eze. But what he's doing is he was trying, like, that's twice in a row now that he's tried to take on literally everyone through traffic. And I know he's capable of doing good shit, but he needs to turn away from the traffic and try and do it another way. Because it was like he was literally running towards 6 West Ham players. By the time he got through to the second one, they tackled him and got the ball back. Ball switched over, tried to play through the middle, just a big smash ball forward and went to no one. Ariola's come out, he's cleared the ball. West Ham regain possession though. Kudus back into the path of Emerson, Paquetá, Kudus. It's nearly really good football, but it does go out for a throw in. West Ham just struggling to hold on to the ball, keep possession in a nice mannerism. A lot of hoofball, a lot of hit and hope just now, but a big switch ball there, and Crystal Palace struggled to keep it in. It's gone out for a West Ham throw in deep in the Crystal Palace half. Vladimir Sufal with his throw in. Paquetá drops in to try and collect it, but he stops. Wharton follows him. Sufal still got the ball. No one's near Sufal. Antonio drops in. Hurry up and take it, because you're going to get told to take it. He does skip round Antonio. Crosses the ball in low. Oh! Henderson does come out and collect the ball for Crystal Palace, but there was a bit of problems in there. Sufal plays the ball early into Antonio. He smashes the ball low and hard across the goal. The Crystal Palace defence couldn't really deal with it. Souček swings his ball foot at it, nearly falls back in the path, but Henderson comes out and collects it. Come on, Lop. Come on, Lop. Come on, Loppy. Ball up over the top. Ariola comes out into his box, collects it for West Ham. 57 minutes gone. Crystal Palace 0, West Ham 0. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up. This is the West Ham Network. Leave a comment. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm Anton, bringing you today's Matchday Live. Ball forward. Souček does win the ball back with a slide tackle. Sufal drives forward for West Ham. Plays it in low. Good touch there. That's not really a great touch, is it, from Antonio? Rodriguez loses possession in the middle of the park. Wharton's got the ball back for Crystal Palace. He switches the ball over to the left-hand side. Mitchell's got the ball down the left-hand side. Ball back into Riyadh. Gehi. Wharton tries to go around the defenders, but we win the ball back. Bowen's got it. Nothing on forward for him. He has to go back the way. He's been dispossessed. Mitchell comes forward. Eze's got the ball. Mitchell's still there. Goes in low. Oh, nearly falls into the path of them. It's a great tackle from Kilman. I think that's Kilman who's saved our skin there, definitely. Yeah, Kilman's done really well. He's won a foul as well. It's a great tackle from Kilman. Come on, West Ham. Come on, you Irons. We will be live straight after this show, giving you a match review. Please join us on that. Ball punted forward from Areola. Souček goes for the flick header. Referee's blown up for an offside. 59 minutes gone. Crystal Palace 0, West Ham 0. Crystal Palace hit the bar in the first half. Antonio did have a really good opportunity at the back post from a couple of yards out and hit the ball wide with his head. Fulkrug is warming up alongside Somerville, Todibo, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Alvarez as well. Eze plays the ball back. Listen, at the end of the day, it's anyone's game. It's 0-0. Emerson tries to win the ball back. Antonio chases. West Ham start to press, but Crystal Palace come out on top. Eze's got the ball down the middle of the park. Eze's got the ball just slightly over the halfway line on the left-hand side. He holds on to it. There's nothing on left, so he turns back into traffic. Plays the ball into Wharton on the edge of the centre circle. He switches the ball over to the right-hand side. Munoz. Nunez. Oh, Kudos nearly got one over there on Richards. Now, apparently, Kamada is coming on for Crystal Palace, who we do know well from his time at Frankfurt. Oh, Bowen nearly does a lot of... Bowen nearly does a job in Riyadh there. West Ham just pressing Palace back a bit further now. Ball smashed forward from Crystal Palace. Mateta tries to get in and around the defence. Dinos has got enough power and pace to get the ball back there, but it was offside anyway, and it's a free kick to West Ham. But it looks like Kamada, whom West Ham were once upon a time linked to, is coming on for Crystal Palace. Coming up to the hour mark, will West Ham make a move in the substitutions? But no, it looks like it's going to be Crystal Palace first. Kilman has been really quality today. He really has been really good. And here we go with a double substitution. Fulkrug and Aaron Wan-Bissaka are coming on, which definitely is the right decision. Antonio coming off, of course. Sufal coming off, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Two substitutions we expected. Fulkrug for Antonio and Vladimir Sufal comes off, so they get a good solid half an hour each. Lerma coming off for Crystal Palace as Kamada comes on. Now, remember, we know what style of player Kamada is. A very tricky player. Someone we definitely do have to watch and keep our eyes peeled on. Let me just change this graphic for you. Now, I'm really intrigued to see how Wan-Bissaka deals with any of those issues down the right-hand side. He gets the ball early and skips straight away by them, but then gives the ball away instantly. Eze, and there's a foul. Is that Souček going to pick up a yellow card? It is. Tommy boy. Come on, West Ham. Come on, you Irons. Come on, you Irons. Free kick to Crystal Palace, deep in their own half. Lerma has come off for Crystal Palace, and Kamada has come on as Henderson comes out to take the free kick for Crystal Palace. Ball punted forward. It looks like Alvarez. Looks like Alvarez is going to come on. Wan-Bissaka. Souček. No. Kamada collects the ball for them, and we've filled him. It's a free kick. Is Souček going to get it? He's going to get a warning there. It was Souček. 2 seconds. I'm here. I am here. Sorry. $65 minutes gone. Crystal Palace nil, West Ham nil. Free kick just on the edge over the right-hand side for Crystal Palace. Ball whipped in. Eze. Oh, I don't know where the cameraman just lost the thing there, but it's gone to the back post. Edwards kept it in. Kamada tries to put the ball through. Cleared from West Ham. Cleared again from Wan-Bissaka. Mitchell comes in, wins the ball. Headed ball back. Oh, listen, Mavropanos! Areola was going into the path of him. Paquetá tries to win the ball back, but I don't know what the referee's pulled up for. Souček needs to really watch because he's just fouled the player, got a yellow card, done a carbon copy of the foul. Referees went over and gave him his last warning. Picks up another one, he's off. Looks like Alvarez is going to be coming on, but I just get Souček off the park as soon as possible. Kamada plays the ball forward for Mateta down the left-hand side. Mavropanos distracts him. Mavropanos tries to nip in there, but he's just can't get the ball. Wan-Bissaka's done well. Skipped by one player. Skipped by a second. That is brilliant from Wan-Bissaka. Go on, Wan-Bissaka! Oh, he's done really well. Played the ball into Bowen. Bowen's driving in. Plays it early. Shoot! Shoot! Someone shoot! Yeah! Tommy Souček! I've just fucking slagged him and he scored! Tommy Souček! Come on, you Irons! Yes! All the fans are getting cross. Come on! Come on, you Irons! Come on! 1-0 West Ham. But do you know who made that? To fucking make that? Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka. Well done, West Ham. I think there's a young kid just got injured, one of the ball boys, because the West Ham fans had collapsed the hoarding. Oh, man. Fucking Souček. I'm just like, whip him off. Whip him off. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? Holy shit. Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka. Look at this. Leslie, guess who should go for Alvarez? Ah, yes. Oh, my God. Yes, City. Oh, yeah. What a run from that was. And a brilliant link up between the two of them. I know. I know. I'm going to go in and do it right now. And the link-up play between Aaron Wan-Bissaka going forwards. Come on, Irons! Yes! Oh, come on, Lions. Fulkrug tries to get the ball. Oh, he's tripped him up over him. Nezzy's gone down holding his shin. It was a foul on Ezzy. Looks like Glazner from Crystal Palace about to make another one. West Ham have had 14 attempts at goal, only one on target, which is the goal. Crystal Palace have had 10 and 2 on target. Come on, you Irons. Kamada with the ball for Crystal Palace. 20 minutes to go. Ball forward, Ezzy. Rodriguez. He does really well to just put the pressure on. Kilman drives forward for West Ham. That's unbelievable from Kilman. He has had an unbelievable game. Oh, what a ball for Bowen. Good play into Fulkrug. Bowen! Yeah! 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 Yes! Yeah! Yes! 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 Jared Bowen! Max Kilman! That was all Max Kilman! Honestly, what a player! What he's been brilliant today. He has been unbelievable today. And what a goal. It's not just all Kilman's work. Kilman has taken the ball from central of defence, got all the way through to the halfway line, played the ball into Jared Bowen. He's had so much fucking work to do. He's got inside the 18-yard box. He's got two defenders on him. He puts the ball quickly onto his left foot. Bosh! Bottom right-hand side of the goal. West Ham have gone 2-0 up away to Crystal Palace. Oh my days. Let's fucking go. Wow. 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 What a change. What a change. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Just keep the faith, keep going. Kudus down the left-hand side, skips by one of their players. Still got the ball. I don't know how he keeps the ball. They've got five, surrounded by 5 fucking Crystal Palace players. Wharton comes out. Bowen's on fire. And he's Danny Dyer. Bowen's on fire. And he's Danny Dyer. Bowen's on fire. And he's Danny Dyer. Bowen's on fire. Na na. Na 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 na. Oh, fucking hell. I'm not even paying attention to the game. And Crystal Palace probably should have put the ball in the back of the net. I'm not even paying attention. Not even paying attention. Oh my God. I've hurt veins in my body. I am sore. I am sore. Just have to keep our heads screwed on, man. Keep our heads screwed on. Oh my God. There was a substitution there from Crystal Palace. I know Edouard has gone off. Oh, fucking hell. We are inviting the pressure right now. Hardcore. They probably should have put the ball in the net. The last couple of chances they've had. Ball up over the top. We've slipped down. Oh my God, he's just gone in behind. From Sarr. Holy shit. Just calm down, West Ham. Calm the beans. Calm the beans. Bowen tries to nip in. Ball's gone out. Palace again. Hit the frame of the goal. Just stay fucking focused, West Ham. Alvarez is going to be coming on for West Ham. Souček does come off for West Ham. Do you know what? I'm sorry, Souček. You've scored a goal. You've saved the boy's life. Man of the match. Now, what you're going to see is the rekindling relationship of Alvarez and Rodriguez. I just don't know who the Crystal Palace substitution was. It was Edouard for Sarr. Again, even when West Ham were drawing 0-0, you had the West Ham fans loud and proud. Alvarez has come on though for Souček. You're going to see a double pivot for West Ham. So you're going to see Alvarez and Rodriguez rekindle that relationship they've previously had before in their career in the middle of the park. Come on, West Ham. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. Mitchell for Crystal Palace down the left hand side. Now, I don't know if any of you have noticed, right, but the Wan-Bissaka inclusion has just stopped that threat down that right hand side. Genuinely, they've not had, down their left hand side and on our right hand side, they've had less success. Paquetá as well. Alvarez clears up the ball for West Ham. Well played forward, but it does go out. Not seen much from Fulkrug at all. Kilman's had a absolutely top game. Very, very good game. It looks like Crystal Palace are about to make another substitution. Captain Marvel, Jared Bowen, banging his second goal for West Ham. So Richards has come off. Has he? Schlupp. Schlupp. Ball up over the top, cleared by West Ham. Cleared again from West Ham. Gahey, Crystal Palace. It'll be a tough gig here for Fulkrug because obviously West Ham are going to invite the pressure, but it's a great clearance from Alvarez. Schlupp. The edge of the West Ham box. West Ham have defended that really well, even with Dinos. Bowen's not cleared it though. Mitchell's got the ball inside the 18-yard box. Ball crossed in from Kamada. Cleared from Alvarez. Bowen into the path of Paquetá. Kudus now. He goes on the break. Fulkrug. He's not got the ball. He's looking for it though. Fulkrug makes a run. Oh, I think he's broke the offside trap. Flag stays down. Fulkrug shot. Oh, unlucky. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Nice little first touch of the ball. First shot and goal. That'll do. Fulkrug. Decent. Lovely. Nice. Come on, Lions. Yeah, well, Lions. Lions. Have we Paqueta? Fulkrug lets onto the ball. Paqueta's got the ball. Paqueta tries to play the ball back through to Fulkrug. I seen what he was trying to do. Bowen has just won that ball. There's no way. Carry on. Kudus on the edge of the box. Kudus. It's been intercepted. Shot from distance. And it goes over the bar. Unlucky from West Ham. Ball broken from Mitchell down the left-hand side. Kilman, Dinos has done really well and then gave the ball straight to them. He's done all the hard work and then gave the ball to them after doing all the hard work. Ball going over, switched over to the other side. West Ham on the counter though with Alvarez, but he's not going to go forward. 2-0 West Ham, Freddie.
Yes! Who scores?
Souček and Bowen.
Who's? Because they're good goals.
Very good goal.
And corner headers?
No, both with their feet.
Oh. Ooh. Wow.
Ball goes out. West Ham about to make another double substitution. Creswell and Todibo. Todibo is about to come on for West Ham. And Creswell. Ball up over the top. Izzy. He's calling for a penalty. There's no way that's a penalty. There is no way that's a penalty. Ball chipped into the box. Mitchell. Kamada. Ball whipped in. Back post. Goes out. It's a goal kick, West Ham. I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Yeah, but don't touch it. Just go through it. No, not just now though. And go through and then touch it. Mohamed Kudus coming off for West Ham. And of course, Todibo. Bowen's gone through. Bowen. Oh, he's done well. What I will say about Mavropanos in the second half. He's definitely had a better second half, but he was a liability in the first half. He really was. Remember, we will be live straight after the game on the review show, so you'll get transferred across. If you are watching with us, you will get transferred across. Ball whipped in, cleared from West Ham. The edge of the box for Palace. Wharton. Oh, there's no way that's a free kick. Wharton's done well, to be fair, to win that from absolutely nothing for Palace. There we go. Five minutes to be added on. I didn't expect that. Free kick in a dangerous area. Eze. Paquetá ran in to try and clear the ball because he said the ball had been touched. And if the ball hasn't been touched, it had been touched. He is totally right. Taking it short, and it's a wild free kick from Eze. The ball was touched, though. Remember, we will be live after the game. There's 3 more minutes to go. If you are watching, you will get transferred across. You will get transferred across to our highlights review show. So make sure you do come across and join us. Got a few more minutes to go. But, I mean, if we walk out with these points, what an afternoon. What an afternoon. Ball whipped up over the top. Todibo just watches the ball go out for a West Ham goal kick. I hate when they focus. I hate when they put the camera on David Sullivan. I can't stand it. Drives me insane. Drives me absolutely insane. Alvarez comes in, clears the ball for West Ham. Alvarez. 2-on-2. Bowen skips by one of their players. Puts the ball into the path of Fulkrug. Fulkrug against the keeper. Shoots. Oh, hits the side netting. Oh, that's unlucky from Fulkrug. So if you're watching, we're going to go live on the highlights review show. We'll discuss the game. So make sure you do jump across, get your opinions on in the chat. We will have a chin wag across there. This time win the ball back in the middle of the park. Remember, jump across onto the review show. We will be live. There you go, everyone. Full time 2-0 West Ham. Come on. Yes. Right. We're live across the highlights review show. Get yourself across there. Come across. Get your opinions in. There's over nearly 3,000 people in the chat. Jump across, give us a chat and see what you think. And we'll discuss the full game. West Ham walk away with 3 points at Selhurst Park. Come on, you Irons.